travel all the way to some other city to take part in a networking event, to get connected to people. So if you are not doing that at your home, in your society, in the building that you stay or in the apartment that you stay, you are literally leaving money on the table. We are leaving money on the table all the times. Why do I say so? You will agree to me that you have also left money on the table, your money on the table a lot of times. Let me take an example. Just a very small example, but you will find it very relevant. You live in a society, right? Now that could be a small society or that could be a very big society. So your society could have 10 or 12 people living in it, or your society could be where 300 or 400 families live. Now your society is a perfect place, or is the place where your type of people live, right? And all of them would be buying, or a lot of them, a few of them must be buying the services or the products that you sell. But what do? Do you ever try to network in your society? That is one place where people will trust you because you are their neighbor. But most of the times we do not even know our neighbor. Leave aside asking them to buy our product or service, we don't even know their name, we don't even know who they are. And what we do is, we go to some other place, we travel all the way to some other city to take part in a networking event, to get connected to people, to know like-minded people, to be able to find somebody who might be interested in buying our product or services. So if you are not doing that at your home, in your society, in the building that you stay or in the apartment that you stay, you are literally leaving money on the table. Exactly in the same way, if you are a real estate agent and you are doing the same mistake, then you need to stop doing that. Similarly, let's say you have a website and there are maybe 20, 25, 30, 40 visitors on a monthly basis coming and visiting your website. They could be could be coming from some references. They could be some of your existing clients who once again want to buy from you. They could be anybody. Now these 25, 30, 40 people who are genuinely interested in knowing more about you or your services or your products, and they somehow already know you, or maybe Google suggested them to come to you. So how are you making sure that you don't leave money on the table? What I mean by that, leaving the money on your table here in this case is that people are already visiting your website. How are you making sure that you are converting those visitors into a lead? How are you making sure that they take some action on your website? They just don't scroll around your website and leave it and go to your competitor and buy the same thing that you were selling from them because they had a better website. They had a better call to action. They made sure that anybody who visits the website does something. He either clicks on the call button, he either schedules a meeting, he submits the contact form, whatever you want them to do. But on my website, I'll design it such that the visitor would get converted into a lead. Why? Because I'll be talking about the problems that they face, I'll be talking about the solutions that I provide, I'll be talking about the testimonials that I have, I'll be talking about the partnerships that I have. So all of these things will bring interest, will generate interest in me, and they will want to talk to me, they will want to connect with me. But if I only talk about myself, the number of years of experience that I have, and I tell them that okay, I am a real estate agent, they know you are a real estate agent, and that is why they are there on your website. Why do you want to tell them again that you are a real estate agent? No, they don't need to know that. What they need to know is then why should they be doing business with you? Why should they be trusting you? Why should they not be doing business with your competitors? What is it that makes you different? What is it that makes you unique? How or what problems are you experienced with, or you have the expertise of solving? So all of these things will make them take actions, not your history, your missions, your values, your vision, your huge list of properties that you have. No, these things are not going to convert a visitor into a lead. And what I see is that 90% of the real estate websites that are there in front of me, that come in front of me, on the banner, right at the top, I am a real estate agent, or a real estate agent from Florida, from Miami, from XYZ place. They are not interested in knowing their cost. They are interested in knowing how can you solve their problem. Why should they be trusting you? Why should they be doing business with you? How are you unique? What makes you different? What makes you trustworthy? And all of these things. And that is what would be making them, or converting them from a visitor to a lead. So make sure that you are not leaving money on the table. Same is the case with social media. You have a social media profile, but if your profile is not optimized for converting a visitor into a lead, it's a useless thing. No matter how much of activity you do on your social media, no matter how much of content you put in, how much of video you put in, but if your social media profile is not optimized to convert a visitor into a lead, it's a waste. So you need to make sure that once again, you're not leaving your money on the table. Why? Because you are trying to run paid ads. Why? Because you are doing some off-page, on-page SEO. You are spending money over there, but we are not making sure that when somebody comes here, how to convert them. You don't know that. But what you are doing is, you're spending loads of money in running that paid ad campaign, in doing that SEO, in doing that SMO, in mailing your clients, or doing blah 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 activities. You are looking for money everywhere when the money is right in front of you on the table. Do not do this mistake. Your neighbors, your existing visitors on your website, your existing visitors on your social media profiles, all of these things are going to give you money, lot of money at a lot lesser cost. Your existing clients, how many of you are taking care of them? Clients who did business with you 6 months back or a year back, are you taking care of them? Are you being in touch, continuing to be in touch with them? Are you following up with them? Are you connected to them? So that if they once again have a requirement, they come back to you. Imagine the cost of being connected with a client who I have already done a business with is very low. If I compare it to any of the paid marketing campaigns that I would run, the cost of being engaged, or being connected with an existing client or with a past client is very low. But we don't bother. Why? Because we are busy with client acquisition. We are busy with new clients. We forget the older ones. We forget. But remember, they might also change their home. Today they were the buyers, tomorrow they can become sellers. So if you nourish them, you might hit a jackpot without having to spend a single penny. From a past seller, you can get a buyer and a seller. Or from a past buyer, you can get a seller and a buyer, both with no extra cost incurred. And he, having already transacted with you, he trusts you. He believes in you. He knows that you understand him well. So he would love to come back to you. But because you were busy in something else, he tried reaching out to you, but you did not bother to talk to him. Or maybe he did not even remember about you, because there were so many marketing, or there were so many people like you trying to reach out to him, new people reaching out to him, that he forgot about you, and he once again did a transaction with a new guy, with a new person. But boss, remember this one thing, that nobody is comfortable transacting with a new agent every time. If I have done business with one agent already, I would love to go back to him. I would love to go back to him for my second transaction, provided he nurtures me, provided he remains or he keeps being connected with me. I would love to. So take that pain, because these are the examples of having money on the table but you forgetting to pick it up. First focus on that. New sales, new lead generation, yes, they are important. You need to have that, you need to do that, you need to make sure that you are doing that, but not at the cost of leaving what you already have on the table. I hope you will take this up seriously and follow this. I was doing this really wrong some time back, but I am trying to work on it. I am working on it. I have started connecting to my previous clients. I have started connecting to my neighbors. I have started talking to my society that I live in, because I don't know where my next client would come from, and you don't know where your next client would come from. So be connected, be engaged. Don't leave the money on the table. That is yours. That is 100% yours. Don't leave it for anybody else. It is yours. Make it yours. Have it with you. It is lying there right in front of you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments below, or give me a call, message me on Instagram or Facebook. I am everywhere only for you. Have a good